Okay, so you got your extension paper. You will see this paper a lot. Okay, we'll get it every investigation, every unit. You'll get it. Okay, and so this is for accentuate the negative. You just do all your work on your extension problems on this paper. Okay, and when you finish a problem, you can just go on to the next problem. But I collect these and look at them when we get closer to the end of the unit. This should be in your learning index, as well as that extension paper. That was the paper you got at the door. And then, of course, your warm-up and exit ticket should be in behind your warm-up exit ticket divider. Today, I can use a number line to compare two rational numbers. First off, I want you to talk to your partner about what is a number line. Second thing, what are rational numbers? Go. So if you looked over here, that's a rational numbers is one of our vocab words. And I saw Ashton said that any number that can be written as a ratio. Basically. Okay? Rational numbers are numbers that have decimals, okay, but not repeating decimals forever. Okay? Numbers that have repeating decimals forever are called irrational numbers. So basically, we're comparing numbers that can be written as a fraction, which is pretty much any number, okay, as well as whole numbers or numbers that can be written as a decimal. So 3 pairs. Someone tell me them. Someone give me one. Callie, give me one.
Okay, let me grab it. One pair would be negative 400 plus a positive.
Hold on. Come on. Oh, it's on freeze. That's why. I'm outsmarting myself here. Negative. Oh, look at that. Negatives. Perfect. Yes. Negative.
400 plus positive 100.
Negative 300. Another one.
Negative 250 plus negative 50.
Negative 250 plus negative 50 equals negative 100. One more. Braden?
Negative 50 plus 200. Negative 200.
Turnaround facts.
Nobody gets that one.
Yep. It's a turnaround fact. All right. So those are 3 possibilities. You could have a lot more. Please close your warm-up. Put that away. Grab a marker and eraser for you and your partner. You and your partner on your desk are going to work on this section here. So, at your desk, you're going to answer number 1, and you're going to answer number 2. I'm going to come by and check your homework. So on your desk, you need to have your homework out or open up to it. I'll be checking your homework and giving you a grade on that. You and your partner will work on 1. You and your partner will work on 2. And if you finish 1 and 2, go to 3. These answers should be written on your desk. So, Eva, you got 4 out of 4. Which means you're going to be missing 4 points. Doesn't mean you can't do it. I accept late homework anytime. But what's going to happen is, come Wednesday, you'll be in here doing your homework. But that's a choice that you get. Okay? Because not doing it's not a choice. Just when you do it is a choice. Okay, so just so you know, he's going in tonight as could be eligibility issues. Oops. You can show me already. Gotta come to class. Okay, keep working on it. Binder. Remember to show me, Eli. Because right now, when you're going to look at zeros, and that's not very good for eligibility. So the sooner you show me, the quicker those get changed. Who's here? Oh, that's you, Eliza?
Yeah.
Who's here next? Every night. You have 2 and 5? 2 and 5 from the day before.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Okay, so remember to put that in here as well. You want all your homework in here. Good. Good. Thanks, Daddy. That's 4 out of 4. You have 6 and 9. It's 2 and 5. Is it in there? Okay. You want to keep that. You want to put that in there too. And typically what you do, Connor, is you take this home, take your math line home, and then you use 6 and 9 right below this. Same piece of paper. Okay, you don't need to get a new piece of paper. And then when that side's full, you have 2 and 5 paper.
I do.
Okay, you got to bring it in and show me, okay? So right now you got 2 out of 4. Yep, 4 out of 4.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, they're going to be totally eligible. Thanks, Callie. That's 4 out of 4. You know yours? Okay. Make sure your job is to show me this, okay? Not after class, because I start a new class. Usually in the morning or during lunchtime. Mornings were awesome.
About before we leave
At
school.
and the school doesn't really work because I have to get out of here usually. Mondays, I have to go to the gym. But first thing in the morning when you show up, just come and you show me. So Ashley, you're going to want to get those in because remember eligibility comes out and then you're eligible for a whole week. And you guys don't have any grades, so if you're missing just a couple things, it really hurts you. I know, but I'm trying to follow what numbers which, right? Because you're not putting the numbers beside it. Does that make sense? Like I don't know what number this is. And I do in my head, but I'm just trying to. On this, you only have to do. 5, 6, and 9. This is the one you had to do. Yes, you did. You got 2 and 5? You write it goes down. So that 20. You should always write that down. In the plan. Yes. Do you have yours? Okay. Remember, you Wednesday I come plant week and you just do this during your time. Okay, let's talk about this first problem here. So how many points has the player earned in Math Fever? What can I do to start my thinking? Is there an easier way to tackle this problem here? Addie?
You draw a number line.
Okay, I could draw a number line. So here's my number line, 0. And let's say I'm going to make a scale of 50 or hundreds. So I got 100, 2, 3,
4,
5. And then I know these are the opposites. Negative 100, negative 200, negative 300, negative 400, negative 500. So I got my number line. Excellent.
Well, you can do the number line way, or what I did was I actually just wrote out the problem,
So you went negative 150 plus negative 200 plus 150 plus 250 plus 100. Okay. Is there any way to kind of tackle this where I can get rid of some points right off the bat? Eli, do you notice anything that cancels each other out?
Well, first two are incorrect, so that would be a negative 350.
So you could add those together, get a negative 350.
And then once you add the positive 150, you're back at 200, negative 200.
So you went, I'm going to add my negatives, and then I'm going to add a positive each time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one way. Someone else, another way to do it? Tatiana?
I added those two together, and then I added all the correct ones together, and then.
So 350, so over here you get 500. So this equals 500 positive, and now I can go negative 350 plus 500. So I get an answer of positive 150. Did anyone notice? Whoops, not that one. These cancel each other out because that's a negative and that's a positive. So you don't even need those two numbers, right? Because it's asking you for their total. And then all I'm left with is 3 numbers that I have to add. That's another strategy. Okay, you could have tackled it the way Eli did. He just went and added them together. You could have tackled it the way Tatiana did. Add the positives, add the negatives, and then add those two together. What about place the following numbers in order? When I look at this, what's one of the first questions I have to ask myself? Where's 0? Awesome. Let's put 0 here. Next question would be what? How do I fill this in, Schmitty?
Different numbers.
Yeah, do I do by ones? What's my scale?
We do it from 1 to 1.5, or 1 to 1.25, 1.5 to 1.
So where would I put 1.25? The first one, the second one, the third one. Where would I put 1?
1 would be the fourth one, I think.
So you'd put 1 here. And then the opposite would be negative 1 there. So if this is 1, what's this?
1.5.
That's a half, right? That's half. That would be negative 1/2. So Schmitty did it by quarters. That's a quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 4 quarters make a whole. So now I got negative 1.25. That is right here. That's after negative 1. What about negative 1/3? Is 1/3 on this side of 1/2? Is 1/2 bigger? Or, I mean, is negative 1/2 smaller than negative 1/3 or bigger?
Bigger. Well, no, it's smaller.
Why is it smaller? Yeah.
Because it's a negative.
It's a negative.
If it's a positive, it would.
So we know if this is half, 1/3 is going to be, think about it, if I went from here to here, 1/3 would be somewhere like right here. Negative 1/3. So I've got that one done, I've got that one done. 1.5, well that would be 1 1/4. 1.5 would be one more, that would be right here. What about this negative 1/6 or 1/8? Is that going to be on this side of negative 1/2 or is it going to be on the right side of negative 1/2? Talk to your partner. Is negative 1/2, 1/8, or 1/6 smaller or bigger than negative 1/3? Where'd you guys put it?
Yeah, it's smaller.
Boom. Yeah. So I just went over to Schmitty's. He had it right about here. He had negative 1/6. Because that is actually, because it's negative, it is a larger number than negative 1/3. Okay. Erase your desks off. Put that stuff away. And then turn to your notes. Yep. So notes. 1.2. Thank you, Hennessy.
Is that for your teaching?
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you for picking those up. Very kind of you. So everyone turn to their notes. 1.2, which is called extending the number line. Please write your name up at the top of this. Eve has already put hers in her binder, in her learning. That's exactly where it should go. Austin's already done the same. Callie's already done it. Just keep it right in there. I wouldn't even take it out. Dylan's got his. Ashton's got his. Thank you, Peyton. So, question. What happens to the values on a number line as we move left? So as we go this way on a number line, what happens to the values? Ashton.
The numbers start to get smaller.
The numbers get small. So what happens to values when we move left on a number line? You can write above that. The numbers decrease in value. So what about when we move right? The numbers decrease moving left. When we move right, Addie?
The numbers increase.
And then right above that, the numbers increase in value. What can be confusing here, Justin, is that when I move left, the absolute value increases, but the value does not, right? Like the distance from 0 gets bigger when we get into negatives, but that does not mean it's a bigger number. It actually means it is a smaller number. It has less value. So my next question is, what is the sum of a number and the number's opposite? Talk to your partner. So if I have a number, let's say 5, negative 5. There's negative 5. What's the opposite, Braden, of negative 5? 5. And what is the sum if I take negative 5 and I add 5? 0. So anytime I have an opposite, the sums are going to equal 0. Do you remember right in the warm-up? I canceled two numbers off, right? A negative 150 and a positive 150, because I know those two sums, what do they equal, Cam?
Yes.
What do they equal?
Oh, what do they equal? Sorry.
What is a number and its opposite equal?
The same number, only positive or negative, or depending on what the...
And when I add them together, what do they equal?
0. It's
0. That's why I was able to cancel negative 150 and positive 150, because the sum of those is 0. How is a number and its opposite related? Like, what's similar between a number and its opposite?
It's the same number.
No, it's not the same number.
Sure it is. Just put a minus and plus.
It's not the same number, though. How is it related? You're close. Look up here. Okay, Connor? No, not what I'm looking for. I mean, yes, it has the same numbers in it. Callie?
It's this equal distance to 0.
It's the same distance from 0. That's why they equal 0. So here, how is a number and its opposite related? I want you to write below that the same distance from 0. And we call this absolute value. Absolute value means distance from 0. So this is true. 8 equals the absolute value of negative 8. Because this means how far is negative 8 from 0? 8. So these are equal. Yeah. This is a true statement here.
So should we write that again?
Mm-hmm. This is not true. The absolute value of 8 is not equal to negative 8. These are not equal. Negative 8 is a negative value, whereas absolute value means distance from 0, and that's always a positive. Any questions about these notes so far? Okay, turn your paper over to the next page. Today we're going to get into this. And now I didn't do a great job explaining this last class, so I'm hoping I do a better job now. So when you're given an equation like this is an equation here. And it has x in it. What does that x mean? Yeah. It's a variable. What does it mean to be a variable? It can be any number. So x just means it can be any number. Okay? It's a variable that stands for a number. Sometimes x is just one number. Sometimes it could be many numbers. So we got the variable. I want you to tell your partner, what are these? Did I hear alligator over here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's how I used to remember it too. You can talk to them behind you, Braden. Okay, Justin, what are these? Okay, so here's the thing. We have greater than and less than, but then we also have this. This is called less than or equal. Okay, that means it can be equal or less. This means the exact opposite. It can be more or equal. And I'm going to show you how that could be true. So in this problem here, it says, what number can x be that would be greater or equal to 8? So if this is my number line, and let's say I have 8, 9, 10, and you guys can do this as well, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 11. We're just going to fill in part of it. What number can I put in for x that makes this true? Could I put can I put 5 here? Is 5 greater than or equal to 8? No. So 5 isn't going to work. I can't mark 5 over here. Could I mark 9?
Yes.
Okay. So 9, x could be 9. Because that works. That means it's greater than or equal to 8. What about if I put 8? Would that work? Is 8 greater than or equal to 8?
Yes.
Yes. So because this is equal, I'm going to use this dot, which means, this dot means to include that number. So I'm going to make a big dot here on 8. And then I'm going to draw an arrow that goes above because x can be 8 or any number above. It could be 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, 8.4. It could be 20. That would make that true. But if I did 7.9, is 7.9 greater than or equal to 8? No. And what I want to do over here is I want to show all the numbers that x could be. And all the numbers are 8 and everything to the right. Okay? So moving on to the next one. Let's kind of go through this one together a little bit. Here I have negative 7 is less than x. So what does it mean that x must be?
1.
X could be 1, right? Because negative 7 is less than 1. So x could be 1, but what are all the numbers that x could be?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, so we know that if I went over here, let's do this again. Negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10. What numbers are less than negative 7 on this number line? Ashton.
8, 9, 10.
So we're looking at these numbers are all smaller, right? So over here it's asking me x is, no, it's saying that negative 7 is less than x. So x must be bigger. So now we know that everything over here is smaller. Everything on this side must be bigger. So we know that this means that all the numbers from negative 7 this way. What happened to my my numbers are there. All of these numbers. Now, here's my next question. If I put negative 7 in for x, and I go negative 7, is it less than negative 7?
No.
No. So that means I'm going to put a open circle there. Because negative 7 isn't less than negative 7. So what this means is, this circle means any number that is smaller than negative 7, which could be bigger than negative 7, which could be 6.9. This is true. Negative 7 is less than, right? This is a bigger number than that. And I could do those 9s forever, right? So that's what that circle means. It means everything right up to negative 7, but not negative 7. So that open dot means you don't include the number that it's on. This dot means you do include that number because it can be equal to it. Okay? Last one. This one's a tougher one too. It's pretty cool. Because you guys, whoops. I love when I do that. You guys will have to tackle these today. Or tomorrow. So this is a little bit different. This is asking me, if I take x and I add 3 to it, what numbers can x be so this side is still smaller than negative 2, less than negative 2? So I'm going to put negative 2 out here. And then I'm going to fill in my number line. And I'd like you to do the same. Negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what x can be. So Peyton, what number could I put in for x so this is a true statement? So that x plus 3 is less than negative 2. So if I put in negative 4 and I add 3, what does that equal? Negative 1. So is negative 1 less than negative 2? No. So x cannot, this is not true. So x can't be negative 4.
So it's negative 6.
Yeah. So you say negative 6. So negative 6 plus 3 is how much, Connor? Negative 3. So is negative 3 less than negative 2? Okay, so let's go back. We said it was negative 6. So we said there. What about, does negative 5 work? Let's see. Let's try it. You say no. Let's try it. So what is negative 5 plus 3? So that's going to equal negative 2. So is negative 2 less than negative 2? No. So we know that this does not work. But hold on. What about a number right here? Would that work? Yeah, it would. 5.5 would work. 5.5 would make this 2.5, right? And negative 2.5 is less than negative 2. So what do I put on negative 5? Do I put a dot or an open circle?
Open circle.
Open circle, because now we know that x can be any number that is lower than negative 5. It's a little bit of a challenge, isn't it, Braden? You're not going to get many like this right now, but you might get a couple. Okay, so that is how we graph an inequality. Okay, so any questions about this? This is what I would like you to do. Tell a partner what the open circle means and what the filled in circle means. Go.
Circle means
Open circle means not include in.
So I'm going to tell you guys this is a little hint to solving these problems. This is what I do. I take it and I rewrite it with an equal sign. So x equals 8. And now I graph it. I'm going to show you. So that'd be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 7, 6, 5. So I know that I'm going to be, 8 is going to be where my dot goes. Now, when I put my dot there, over here, if I change this back, x is greater than or less than 8. Is it filled in or is it closed? Filled in because it's equal to. And now I just go to the direction I'm going. So this would be greater than that one. I'm going to show you how it works really nicely with this one. So here we go. X plus 3 equals negative 2. What number do I put here to get negative 2?
5.
Negative 5. Negative 5 plus 3 equals negative 2. Now, I go to 5 on my number line. So if that's negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, and I'll go this way, negative 6, negative 7. I know that x is going to be 5. Now I don't know which way it is, so now I come back over here and I go negative 5 plus 3 is less than or equal to negative 2. Now, am I going to go this way for larger numbers or this way for smaller? I look at this because this is less than. That way, I look, whoops, that shouldn't be an equal to, should it? Because it's not up here. And I leave it open because there's no equal to. So sometimes if you substitute out the greater than and equals and you put an equals in and then resubstitute it back, it can help you figure out what number. It's a little bit easier than sometimes conceptually. Okay, we're going to move to our exit ticket, but I need everyone to get their planners out. Please get your planner out. Your homework for tonight now meant this class, a lot of you did not do your homework. And like I said, eligibility, I'm putting grades in tonight. Tomorrow morning, eligibility gets published at 9. So if I don't see you in here tomorrow morning, you will be ineligible. I guarantee it. Because these are the first grades that are going in. So tomorrow morning, I should see a lot of you. If you're doing sports, you definitely need to be down here fixing your grade in the morning. And if you're not, you're going to be ineligible for a week. Okay? That's just how it works. And that would really, really, really suck. Okay. Here we go. Homework. Your homework for tonight. It's on page 11. Sorry. It's problem 11, page 20. So go ahead, write that in. It's problem 11, page 20. This will be due tomorrow. I'll be checking that tomorrow.
So just problem 11.
Just problem 11. Yep.
I don't mean to sound like me before, but.
Okay, and your exit ticket is right here. Identify which number is farther from positive 2. Is it negative 7 or positive 3? And explain your thinking. You can use words or a diagram. So like I said, make sure that you guys that owe homework, that you come in tomorrow. I'll come around and check your exit ticket. When you're ready, just raise your hand. I'll check it.